Right, welcome back to Haas to Glory. This is round number 15, the penultimate race of the season. We are on an incredible run of form recently. That P5 at Monza, the P6 at Baku, the P5 at Singapore. And Singapore, what a topsy-turvy weekend. At the start of qualifying, it started raining, and I had a fuel issue. So when I went out, the rain was too heavy, and the slicks were no longer the fastest tyre. And I was fully confident that I would be starting P20. And then, all of a sudden, it just got dry near the end of the session, managed to lock in, put a decent lap together, qualified P6, and then somehow raced to P5 fighting, Red Bulls and Aston Martins. I don't know how that happened, but today we're going to Mexico. Of course, I'm hoping to continue that, point scoring streak. 4 in a row would be nice to close out the season. So let's get to quali on a Saturday afternoon and see how we get on. Alright, welcome to qualifying. It is currently 6:36 AM, so the hair is a bit of a mess. I could be bothered doing it, just leave it. Here we go. We're in quali. Let's take a look at the lap time. So we have a 13.1 is a foul lap time from Max Verstappen. What's Hulkenberg doing though? He is last. Never saw that coming, with a 1 minute 14.567. So that is, of course, the lap time that we're going to try and beat on our first run, starting now. Alright, just want to say before I start my first lap, if you could please like the video, because I'm not asking you, I'm demanding you to do so. And also consider subscribing. I'm trying to hit 1.5k by the end of the year. And yeah, I'm going a bit content mad with, everything. And to make you subscribe, to convince you, let's put in a good lap here, right now. ERS is going to go on, a little bit early to be honest, but it's not too bad. We'll go down to about 55 maybe, that should give us enough speed. Into turn 1, it's very scary. On the breakage, get in there, that was pretty good. Now, one thing that I know that I'm going to suffer with today is that I'm going to have a lot more grip than I think I do, which you might think that's a good thing, but it's not, because it means that I'm losing incredible amounts of lap time because, I'm not going on throttle early enough. But it does seem that in this Haas, my grip is just insane. Like, it's incredible how much grip I have in this car, and yet we are statistically the slowest team on the grid, so it doesn't make much sense, to be honest, but we move through Sector 2. This should be easy flat. I might consider a little baby lift. That's fine. ERS goes on again, and DRS, of course, go down to about 20%. Through Sector 2, going to be a 10.5 up on Danny Rick. And then I go off track limits, but we'll just ignore it. You saw nothing. Out the final corner, a very average lap, a very clean lap. On the exit, keep it tight and dump some overtake, and I'll tell you what, that's very disappointing. I was expecting to say, P16, P15, that's not too shabby. It turns out I have a stinker in Sector 3, and I am, down to P19. At least I'm ahead of Hulkenberg, though. I suppose that's something. And one thing I actually noticed is that when I was doing my Senna career mode at this track, and my own personal driver career, I realised that for some reason I lose about 0.3 of a second at that corner after the third DRS zone. I don't know what it is, because I'm braking right, I'm hitting the apex, I'm getting a nice exit, and yet I lose 0.3. It's very strange. As you can see here, my Sector 1 is up by about half a tenth on, well, everyone around me, and the sort of next 10 cars ahead. My Sector 2 is also sort of there with these lot. Obviously, it falls away a little bit here, but I can definitely find more time in there. And in my Sector 3, as you can see, it's half a tenth of Hulkenberg and about 2 or 3 tenths of everyone else. I don't know why I lose so much time in that sector, and especially that one corner. It's very strange. I'm just going to have to send it like I'm sitting through there on my next run, find a little bit of improvement in Sector 1 and 2, and I might be able to get a top 17. That would be okay, I guess. Let's go see. Lovely clear track ahead of me. It seems that Hulkenberg has actually decided to not go for a second run or a third run. I don't know if he's already done his second run. If he has, it's still worse than me, so at least that means I'm guaranteed to beat my teammate, and that's always a nice thing. Although, let's be honest, it wasn't really much of a challenge. Now, I'm actually going to turn my ERS on a bit later on this second run, about there, so that I can turn it off closer to turn 1 in hopes of giving it me, I spoke speaking Scottish then, a little bit more into turn 1. I've lost the ability to speak, don't worry about it, happens all the time. on the exit of turn 3. Found, ooh, that was a very nice exit. Get the ERS on early, and I have found a decent amount of time through there. Now we're going to go on the breakage into the next corner a little bit early, but honestly not too bad. Over the curbage. That was a lot nicer. On the exit nice and earlier. Brake a little bit more. Get in there. On the exit again. Hold the rear. Ooh, that's foul. Right, now this is the corner where I lose a stupid amount of time. But as you can see, I brake. I get it in there. And I get on the exit. So I don't really know where I'm losing time. That was very bad. I can see why I might have lost time through there. But honestly, I'm very happy with my improvement on this lap. Have a nice exit as well. ERS on earlier. Oh. Wait, whoa. Where's that come from then? Like, realistically, where has that come from? You're telling me that I went and found half a second in that lap? What do you mean? That just didn't happen though, did it? What? Half a second? Where? Like, no, seriously, where? Where has that come from? I just didn't think I was that much quicker, but... Oh! Look at that, I am only 1/10 away, not even that, 7/100ths away from a top 11. Right, okay, top stuff by Factrim. Let's go and take a look at the race director and see where I found time. Did I actually just have a really good sector 3? And to be honest, I could have found that 7/100ths. Obviously, you know, if you go back, I like brake too late into the first corner of the stadium section, the hard brake into that weird double hairpin thing. If I had braked like correctly there, I probably would have found that 7/100ths and got a top 11. That's kind of crazy. Sector 3 though, oh wow, I found nearly 3/10. I mean, I improved in every sector as well, you know, like just under a 10th in sector 1, a 10.5 in sector 2, and then nearly 3/10 in sector 3. And if we actually take a look at the rest of the field, so an 18.5, 18.5, 18.4. Okay, so basically all that happened there is that I improved. I did exactly what I said I wanted to do. Improve a little bit in sector 1 and 2, and then actually have a slightly competitive sector 3. And look at the results. It's gone and bagged the P14. So now I know in that corner after the third DRS, you need to send it if you want to actually match the AI and find some time. So we're starting P14 for the Mexican Grand Prix. Of course, it isn't brilliant if I want to keep up my point scoring streak, but we can fight from P14. On the, you know, on the start, into turn 1, many places can be gained, go from there. So, let's race. I'm really happy with that. Alright, welcome to the Mexican Grand Prix. Let me just quickly type something on here. Hold up. I want that. There we go. Okay. So, we're here on race day for the Mexican Grand Prix. It's a tricky one. I feel like that was one of my better qualifying sessions of the entire series. I don't think on most days I would be able to pull a lap like that, and obviously it wasn't perfect, but it was still pretty much the maximum. I don't know if I can sort of drive like that in the race where I'm giving it 110%, so I do feel like my race pace is going to be a little bit crap is what I'm trying to say. But we're going to give it everything, as we always do, and you never know what happens. You know, did I think I'd be getting a top 5 in my last 3 races and a 6th place in that other one? No. And Baku was on P20 as well, so you just don't know, do you? Race strategy is very basic, as always. It's just a one-stop from the medium to the hard side. We can take a look at the softs, but the lap times are considerably worse. As you can see, the medium tyres, approximate, estimated slowest lap is like a 1:18.5, whereas the softs, you're looking at a 1 minute, like, 21. Even if we stop earlier, it's still not great. We're estimated to be 5 seconds down. So we're just going to go for the normal strategy. Of course, if the tyre wear is a little bit lower than expected or higher, we can, you know, undercut or overcut. The options are there. I think we're ready to race. If you are, then, I don't know, keep watching because I'm about to start. I don't know what I was meant to say there. Here we go. Right, there's no engine penalties as well, so I am confirmed P14, and here we go. That was a very good reaction time. Can I actually have a nice start? That's a lovely start. Already past Oscar Pastry, and this is going to be the most frightening thing I have ever done in my entire life. T1 at Mexico can never go well. I don't know when to brake, I don't know when to brake. I've actually braked pretty spot on there. I've got to be careful though. There is a McLaren on my inside and there's a Williams on the outside. So let's just keep it nice and composed. I've actually managed to slip up the inside of one of the Alpines there, I believe. There's also, who is that? There's an RB there. Got to be careful of braking on this Alpine though. Into the next corner, I'm going wheel to wheel with this Williams. It's not even a Williams, it's an Alpine. And they're going to try and go wheel to wheel with their teammate. And they do. And now I could try and do a little switcheroo-skis on the Alpines. Maybe get an exit. No. Wow. I am, you know, extremely impressed. Wait, no, it's not even over yet. I was about to start commentating about other things. It's not even done. Alpine's going wheel to wheel. Already letting the cars ahead get miles ahead. There's an opportunity there. Come on. Can you even stop me at this stage? What I was going to say is that I am so impressed with myself that I managed to navigate that entire opening lap with all them cars around me without crashing or even making any form of contact. That usually never happens. Usually I'd have to cut up that footage and cut out all the flashbacks. But there we go. Lap 1 complete. He's gained 2 places on the opening lap. And we already have there's someone behind. It's one of the RBs. Has had an engine blowout. That's tough. Let's see what my straight line speed is looking like. It's actually looking very, very good. I'm obviously not going to go for the move into turn 1 here. But if I can keep DRS for the next lap, things are looking really good to make an overtake on Esteban Ocon. I do have to be careful with my ERS though. I don't want to use too much. I do want to be able to defend as well. But I should be okay. This is fine. All I've got to hope for is that Ocon doesn't catch up to Alex Albon and get DRS. But to be honest, I think he already has. So my whole plan that I just said isn't really going to work anymore. Right, hang on a minute here. We have another yellow flag. I think that's still the RB. And I've got DRS. Oh, there is definitely a move on here. Round the outside. Oh, never mind. Down the inside of Esteban Ocon. A little bit of wheel banging. He didn't cover that off entirely well. I don't think he saw me coming. And I'm now up to P11. Oh, I'm feeling great. Right, I think it might be over for me here. Whoa! Ocon, relax. We get it. Your car is fast in a straight line. Jesus wept. I was not expecting that. And actually, wait. There might be a move on here around the outside to get my place back. Hang on a minute. Go on. Okay. I did not think I'd be able to defend that, but somehow I have. That straight line speed that Ocon showed down that straight was absolutely ridiculous. He was almost past me before the DRS even came on. That was pretty ridiculous, I can't lie. And actually, Alex Albon and Lando Norris are having a bit of a scrappage, and that is allowing me to catch up a little bit. So, fellas, keep that up. Let me get some DRS so that I actually have some pressure off my shoulders and I'm not constantly having to defend from Ocon and Gasly because, you know, 2 French drivers in a French team, that is the least thing you want trying to overtake you. Not great. Give. Yes, I've got DRS. I might be safe from pressure from Ocon now. Oh, yes. See you later, mate. I'm gone. Now, Alex Albon going for a cheeky move down the inside of Lando Norris. And he has got that done. Fair play, Alex Albon, making that Williams cook against the bottle job that is Nando Norris. And actually, my time has come. And Lando, your time has come to be overtaken. See you later, governor. You're gone. Because obviously, it's weird how this track works because the DRS detection point at the end of the lap is not only, you know, the detection for the, you know, DRS down the main straight, it's also the DRS for the second straight, which means if you get done down the first straight, you've got a very high chance of being done again down the second straight, and Lando just proved exactly that. He got done by Albon, and then because he doesn't have DRS for the next straight, he actually loses a place to me. And what that also means is that I am now in the points at Mexico. I did not think that would happen so suddenly, to be honest, and I've sort of completely messed up that corner there. That might be my end. But to be on lap 5, 4 places up in the points on pace, I'm very happy with that. Now, of course, Lando should catch up very quick. I didn't think they'd catch up that quickly. Okay, right, brilliant. Esteban Ocon looking for a move on Lando Norris. I'm just going to try and, you know, not get overtaken, but whoa, the car is suddenly oversteering everywhere. What's the tyres looking like? Rears are Not looking great, but I still shouldn't be sliding as much as I am. That's not normal. I'm not happy about that. So, I don't know. Lando, keep fighting with Ocon. Don't catch me, because you'll pass me quite quick. Albon, can you start driving a bit slower so I can get some DRS? That'd be lovely, mate. Thanks. Right, a little update for you lot. Gasly has somehow managed to get past both Ocon and Norris, and now Ocon has also overtaken Norris. My pace is not bad. I mean, considering my position, it's not bad. As you can see, Alex Albon is gapping me a little bit. It's only really Sector 2 where he gains time, but it is a lot of time. It's about half a second, so yeah, he will go off into the distance in the next couple of laps. Gasly is starting to catch me as well by about 0.3 a lap. So what I'm hoping for is I'm not stopping until lap 12. That is this plus another 3 laps. I'm just hoping that I can hold on until then and, well, not have to defend very much, because I don't know if I can. I'm also considering going for the undercut, thinking about how worn my tyres are already. My rears are pretty much gone at this stage. Well, actually not gone, but, you know, that point where you have to start driving a little bit different. You can't just give it full beans. And I think that could go quite well. I mean, the hard tyres are going to be, you know, completely wearless throughout the entire rest of the race. So I should be able to stop a lap earlier and still have the same pace. So I might actually come in on lap number 11. That is my plan. Right, well, I wasn't expecting this. A bit of scrappage occurred up ahead between Leclerc, Russell and Albon, and because of it, I am now within DRS range of Albon. Now, of course, I'm not looking to overtake. He's gone. But what it does give me is a really, really useful tow down the main straight, pulling me away from Gasly, Piastri, Ocon and Norris. So that is extremely kind from Alex Albon, Charles Leclerc and George Russell. Thanks, boys. Now, this is my lap to stop, but honestly, I don't know. I think I'm still going to stop on this lap, but I was thinking, since I'm now with these lads, and my gap to Gasly is increasing, you know, why not stay out another lap? But then I reckon the undercut is going to be quite good. So I think we'll still stop this lap. Alright, here we go then, into the box for my one and only stop. Oh, that's gone a bit wrong. I forgot to actually tell the team I was coming in. Luckily, unlike in real life, that doesn't influence the stop time. It's now just a luck of the draw whether I get a really good stop, which is going to be an estimated of a 2.4, or it's slow. What's it going to be, lads? 4.5, so there you go, I got a slow stop. Now, I said it in a previous video, I have noticed that there has been a massive spike increase of failed pit stops in this game. Now it's like a straight 50-50. One race I'll get like a 2.4, next race it's a slow stop, next race 2.4, you get the drift. Like, it feels like that's how it is in every single race. It's very strange. Let me know in the comments if you have also had some really bad pit stop troubles since they released a recent update about 2 or 3 weeks ago. But now we need to lock in to actually make this undercut work. Of course, we need to put in a decent lap time. To do so, I'm going to leave my hot lap ERS on for the entire duration of this lap. And we'll go from there. It is very slow to turn in, though, and I'm not happy about that. Alright, here we go, then. I don't know how many cars have come out, or come in. Ah, right. Hello, who are you? Hello, Alex. I'm gonna do that and go past. Cheers, boss. Right, so that has told me that the undercut, has it worked? I can't tell, because Leclerc, who was only like 2 seconds ahead of me before I stopped, is now 3.5 seconds ahead, but I also got ahead of Alex Albon. And here comes Alex Albon looking for a move. Not gonna let it happen. We don't do that round here. So obviously you have to consider I lost 2 seconds in the pit stop, which is probably how much I would have gained in the undercuts. So, I don't know. But hopefully, I mean, I should be, when everyone else makes their stop, I should be P9. Which means even if Alex gets past me, it ain't no big of a deal, really. It's still points, isn't it? And obviously, he's way quicker. Actually, he's going for a move down the inside of here. That is an utterly barbaric overtake. I don't know why the AI try and go down the inside there so often. It doesn't work, blood. It just doesn't. Right, so this is probably where Alex Albon goes by. He's going to be past me before the DRS even opens. But what's nice is that I have a very large gap. Actually, that's not that big. To Oscar Piastri. Oh, it's only 2 seconds. Yeah, that isn't brilliant, is it? Let's be honest. So now I just got to go on a defending mission to try and hold on to points. Right, okay. Right, I've been trailing Albon really nicely these last couple of laps. I'm actually very impressed with my pace. But I'm quite scared that Oscar Piastri is going to end up catching up and overtaking us both. So I think, Albon, I'm just going to do you in now. So here we go. Little switcherooski around the outside, late on the brakes, into turn 1. And there you go. He's up to P9 in this race. And, of course, I get a nice bit of DRS down the second straight as well. Now, I don't think I can gap Albon. He's still faster than me. I was just able to stick with him. And then, obviously, with DRS, get the move done. But I was just concerned that Oscar Piastri would catch up. And, yeah, just go for a double. So, I've overtaken Albon now. If he passes me again on the next lap, that's fine. I reckon I'll still have the pace to stick with him. One thing I noticed is that you sort of need to go flat out through all of these corners to stay with the AI. So you go flat through here and then flat through here. And I'm actually gaining time on the AI, which I wasn't doing before. Before I was doing a very, very, very slight lift, but then losing 3 temps. So that's quite interesting. Right, 5 laps remaining. Still hanging on. Having to take some defensive measures, to put it lightly, to stay ahead of Alex Albon and Oscar Piastri. But I am managing it. Pace is very nice. Hard tyres are still holding on nicely. Rears are going a little bit, but that's honestly fine. It's not too bad. And, you know, it's looking pretty good that we're going to get back-to-back-to-back-to-back point finishes. Of course, this is not at the same amount as the others, a P5, P6, P5, but a P9 is still good. It's still poised, you know what I mean? Right, this ain't looking too good. Why has Alex done that then? Where's that pace come from? Like, where? Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to have to go around the outside here of the lad. Honestly, I'm stunned. I did not think that Alex would be able to go for a move there at all. I only spoke to you, like, 30 seconds ago, and I said my tyres are okay. Well, all of a sudden, they're in the mud. Like, I'm sliding everywhere, and I can't drive in a straight line, so that's not brilliant. Now, it's not looking too great about my points, you know, adventures, because I've got 5 faster cars right behind me. It's no longer looking too great. I have a plan, though. I've always got a plan. It's me. And I'm going to put my plan into motion now. That was my plan. Let Alex by. And now I'll get a bit of DRS down the main straight. And I get a nice little toe. Hang on, yellow flag up ahead. It's going to be one of the Aston Martins having a blowout now as well. Piastri, why are you so quick? Can we relax, bud? Cheers, boss. Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop? Oh, no, he's going for it. Hang on a minute. He's going for a move under yellow flags. You can't do that, my boss. You can't. Oh, Alex has braked and stopped into me. That's not really what you want to see. And that was a complete mess. Piastri that was not good from him. He just tried to overtake under yellow flags. I'm pretty sure that's, you know, nearly a disqualification. At least like a 10-second penalty. Or maybe even a stop-go. But you don't get those in this game unless you jump the start. So I didn't go how I planned, to be honest. Okay, you know what, let's just move on. My entire plan here was to sort of just stay behind Albon and then just overtake him on the final lap, but I don't even know if I've got the pace to stay with him. I might just have to go for... Right, I'm fed up now. I literally can't drive anymore. It's not working, so... Don't even care about the yellow flags. Alex Albon, your time has come. Here we go. Right, mate. I'm just gonna do a little bit of this. There we go. Round the outside so I can take a proper line on the braking, and I'm back through up to P8 now because obviously of the Aston's DNF. So now it's time to save VRS throughout this entire lap and then dump it on the final lap to try and stay ahead. A completely, you know, awful, terrible, miserable final few laps of this race. I can only apologise. Let's just try and bring it home and get a P8 because that would be quite nice. Even with the ERS off, my car is still undrivable. Even though the tyre wear is, like, fine. It's 20%. Like, that should still be, like, prime form, and yet it's just not. Right, I've managed to save up 85% ERS. Let's just hope that's enough to stay ahead. Here comes Alex Albon. This is my little tactic. Go here, so the AI don't just go in your slipstream. And now it's time to dump the overtake. Have I got enough? Come on. Come on. Yes. Yes. Come on. Into turn 1. Outbrake the Albon. Boom. I've managed to stay ahead. Of course, it ain't done yet. Massive snaps of oversteer. Can we relax? Jesus, what is wrong with this car? 2 laps ago, it's prime form. Now it's like the Sauber in real life, a complete tractor. Oh, and Alex Albon's gone off. Wait, what an idiot. Wait, no, he's back on. Has he done that then? I have no idea. Car literally isn't turning. Come on. We only have 2 sectors left, and there shouldn't be anywhere Albon can overtake. There should be one more spot, but I can just defend that with relative ease. Come on, round. Yes. It didn't spin. Use the remainder of my ERS, staying ahead. Max Verstappen wins at Mexico. We come round the stadium section. The fireworks are off. A very nice little detail. Very cool. They've already blown out, to be fair, because Max is about 20 seconds up ahead. Out the final corner. And it is going to be back-to-back-to-back-to-back point finishes. Like I said, not as many points as before. P5, P6, P5, but a P8 is still very, very good. I am very pleased with that hard stint. The end was shocking. I'm not entirely sure what happened with my pace in the final, like, 3 laps. It just sort of went a bit wrong, to be honest. But still, throughout most of that race, pace was nice and consistent until the tyres just decided to, you know, not grip anymore, which is tough. So here is your final results here at Mexico. It's going to be a Max Verstappen win and the fastest lap by what? Okay, no, these are all just slow. Okay, I thought he got it by like a second, but no, it was 2 tenths over Leclerc with the second fastest lap. Sergio Perez, wait, he started P5? Oh, I thought he started P2, did he not? Oh, I guess he didn't. Okay, anyway, P8 for Ollie Behrman. I mean, to be fair, when you look at it, P14 to P8 with the car I've got is actually a very nice drive. Fastest lap is also quite good. It's actually faster than Sainz and Hamilton, which is quite funny. 23 seconds off the lead. Actually got really close between this little batch of cars. There was, what, 2.2 seconds between 6 cars here, so that was very, very close. Nico Hülkenberg actually finishes last of all the finishers. It does say that Lance Stroll didn't finish. Oh, no, he did finish. But, of course, he was the car that was stopped on the side of the road. They just didn't clear it for some reason. So Hülkenberg finishes, you know, about 6 tenths off Zhou Guanyu in last of all the finishers. Another tough race for him. If we take a look at the standings, this is the drivers. I keep saying, excuse me, I keep saying it every episode, but you do have to take my points tally with a little pinch of salt, because the opening sort of 6 or 7 races, I had the difficulty way too low, and that's why I got, I think, 3 P2s and a win in the worst car. Even now, I shouldn't be anywhere near points, but I can't do anything better than 110 AI, do you know what I mean? So that's the drivers. Hülkenberg currently sits in P15 still with just 2 points. The constructors looks like this. We are trying to fight Aston Martin. I think we did actually gain some points on them today. Actually, no, we didn't, because where did Alonso finish? He finished P6, so no, we actually didn't. We actually lost 4 points. That's tough. You know, I think we have secured P6 in the constructors, so that's quite cool. And we have probably secured, I don't even know, probably like P8 or 9 in the drivers, so not a bad weekend overall. So that's going to be all from me today for another episode of Haas to Glory. When you're watching this, I should be streaming the Qatar Grand Prix sprint race, if I could even stay awake for it. So come hang out, come tune in, and we'll go from there. So tomorrow, which will be a Sunday, I will have some My Team Career ready for you all, and then on Monday we have Ayrton Senna Driver Career, and then Tuesday will be the next episode of Haas to Glory, the final episode of Season 1. Hope to see you there. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you all next time. Adios, amigos. That was just... wow. Okay, see you a lot later. I'm going to bed.